Hello and welcome to the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. I am your host. I am the founder and the spiritual director of the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center, and my name is Issachar Bey. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to the broadcast and to this teaching for today. Today, we are moving in a new direction. We're still going to be in incorporating and still instilling our mental resurrection, our unleashing the mental alchemists within, but we're going to be pivoting in a new foundation in the coming weeks before us. So I just want to thank all of you. If this is your first time here, please tell us what city, what state, what country you're listening from. Also, we would ask that you like, you share, and you subscribe to this channel so that you can always stay on top of what's going on and stay connected to us in this community so that you can always have access to the knowledge, the wisdom, the insight that we provide on this channel. And so I want to thank all of you for tuning in this Resurrection Sunday, as they call it, or some may call it Easter Sunday. So I want to wish all of you a happy Resurrection Sunday, whatever church you go to, whatever you believe in. We just want to thank you for taking the time out of the schedule to listen to this teaching today. I really hope that you can get something out of this that will not only resurrect your mind, but begin to start resurrecting some things in your physical reality. Start resurrecting your finances. Start resurrecting your health. Start resurrecting the family dynamics and your career and all the aspects of your life. So we speak it into existence, and we believe that there is greater things coming ahead. What's coming is better than what's been. And so we are excited about that. I want to thank all of you who were a part of our mental resurrection teaching. We went through the 9 levels of mental ascension. Those of you that are listening, you can it's on the playlist on this YouTube channel. You can go ahead and listen to it. We ask that you share it, take your time and go through it. I believe that those of you that were following us week by week, if you go back and listen to it, I think you'll get something a little different than you got from the first time. Why? Because you have elevated, you have expanded your consciousness, and you're not on the same level that you are now. So you'll go back and listen to it again, and you'll hear things and get concepts and ideas and precepts that you haven't gotten before. And you'll see things that you didn't see before. So I think that it's imperative that we stay connected to the teachings and that we go back and begin to utilize them and begin to study them. This week, we're moving into our money manifestation mindset. And we will be dwelling on this for the 3 weeks, for the amount of weeks before us. As we always follow spirit. When the spirit tells us that's it, then we move on to the next one. So we will be working with this. I'm extremely excited. I believe that this is something that everybody can resonate with. Everybody can, some kind of a way, come together and unite on some kind of a front connection when it comes to prosperity, abundance, money, and so forth. And so we are excited about this teaching. I don't want to hold you too long today. I do know that this is a family day. This is a day for us to celebrate and rejoice and have fun. And so I just want to very quickly go over a few things today that I think will be encouraging for you as we move into this next shift, this next paradigm in our season. Also want to let you guys know that tomorrow does start Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is not something that's negative. It's not something we can be afraid of. But those of you that are interested, I do have consultations that are available for those that want to see how this Mercury retrograde will affect them. It will be tomorrow, and so I want you guys to, just understand that when Mercury goes retrograde, it's always about communication. It always deals. You'll probably see things happening with Twitter and social media. You'll see things happening with the computers and maybe the internet, stuff like that. You have to be careful also with car stuff. A lot of car situations usually happen, but from April 1st to the 24th of April, we will be going through our Mercury retrograde. So I just wanted to make that to let you guys know. If you all are on the mailing list, you probably already got the letter, the email. Well, I kind of break down a little bit about this particular Mercury retrograde and what it entails and how we can utilize it to move us forward. It's not a time to be paralyzed, to be afraid, but it's also a time where we can embrace it and we can move forward and we still can manifest and we still can go through and make things happen. So I think it's a great time and it's a great opportunity for us that no matter what we are up against or what's standing in front of us, we can still keep thriving and we can still keep striving. And so we are excited about the future that's ahead of us. The best way to predict the future is to create it. And we are creators and we are not creatures. And so as a creator, we have the responsibility and we also have the power to create our tomorrow. And so I'm excited about what your future entails because you have the ability to create it. As we get ready to go into our spiritual mind treatment for today, I want you to take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Once again, inhale and exhale. And once again, inhale and exhale. In the boundless realm of infinite abundance, I recognize the omnipresent flow of prosperity. Today, I cultivate a money manifestation mindset guided by the wisdom and teachings that resonate from the depths of my being. I affirm and declare that truth that I am a co-creator with the universe and that I have the power to manifest unlimited abundance in my life. I release any limiting beliefs or thoughts that hinder my financial success, and I embrace a mindset of prosperity, knowing that I am deserving of all the riches that life has to offer. I align my thoughts and beliefs with the frequencies of abundance. Knowing that my thoughts create my reality, I consciously choose to focus on thoughts of abundance, wealth, and financial freedom. I release any scarcity mentality and replace it with a mindset of abundance, knowing that there is more than enough for everyone. I recognize that money is a form of energy, and I am in harmony with the flow of this energy. I am open and receptive to the abundance that surrounds me, and I gratefully accept the blessings that come my way. I release any resistance to receiving and allow the universe to effortlessly bring forth financial opportunities and blessings in my life. I trust in the divine guidance that leads me towards financial success. I am guided to take inspired action, seizing opportunities and making wise financial decisions. I am open to new ideas and possibilities that align with my highest good and the highest good of all. I release any fear or doubt that may arise when it comes to money. I know that abundance is my birthright, and I deserve to live a life of financial freedom and prosperity. I embrace a mindset of gratitude for the money that flows into my life, knowing that gratitude is a powerful magnet for attracting more abundance. I affirm that I am a conscious steward of money, using it wisely and reasonably. I am mindful of my spending habits and making choices that align with my values and goals. I am open to receiving abundance in all areas of my life, knowing that the true wealth encompasses more than just monetary riches. I release any attachment to lack and embrace a mindset of abundance in every aspect of my life. I know that as I align my thoughts and beliefs with the vibration of abundance, I attract wealth and prosperity in my experience. I am a magnet for financial success, and I joyfully embrace the opportunities that come my way. In gratitude and reverence, I release this spiritual mind treatment into the infinite field of possibilities, knowing that it is already done. I affirm my commitment to cultivating a money manifestation mindset guided by the wisdom and teachings that resonate within me. I am a conscious co-creator of the financial reality, and I joyfully embrace a life of unlimited abundance. And then so it is, and then so it is. Thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of our service today, our teaching. We are forever grateful for those of you that have been riding with us, and we do not take it for granted. We do look into becoming more, getting more into letting more people know about our platform. We want to thank all of you who have been sharing it, who have been putting it out there, helping us to expand our awareness, to be more visible, to have more eyes, more ears listening in. And so we are forever grateful. Today, I want to talk about, we're on our series, Money Manifestation Mindset. And I believe that in 2024, this is the year of financial increase. This is the year of number 8. If you add the year 2024, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4, you get the number 8. The number 8 in numerology is the number of financial prosperity. It is the number of finances. It is the number of manifestation. And so what greater time to talk about money manifestation than during a number 8 year? I think that when we look into this, we look at this from so many different perspectives, because before one can have a money manifestation mindset, there are some things that got to take place, because everybody is not on the same level when it comes to money manifestation. Everybody has a different relationship with money. And I'm going to step out and say this: everybody doesn't operate with the same money. I'll say that again. Everybody doesn't operate with the same money. We have different meanings or different experiences with money. Yeah, we have different experiences. Right before I get ready to start, I just want everybody to type this into the comments in the chat. I want you to type this: I am money. Yeah, that's what I want you to type in. I want you to type in, I am money. Yes, that's what I want you to type in. I am money. I want you to go ahead and put that in. I am money. We understand and know within the I amness, those of you, if you're just tuning in, you really want to go back. What I would need to do is I am going to upload the laws of prosperity teachings that we did, and I'm going to put those on YouTube as well. One of the things we got into is in the I amness. Whatever you put behind I am, you become. You become that very thing, the power of I am. And so when we make the declaration, when we declare and decree that I am money, that's what we are stating. We're stating that we are money. We're not stating that we need money. We're not stating that we want money, that we hope to have money and one day we'll get money. But no, we are declaring and decreeing that I am money. And it's a different mindset when you, I've had you guys type that in there, and everybody who's typing in I am money, that vibration of that typing in, of what you're typing in, means something differently to everybody who's listening to this call. Because when you make the notion I am money, you really have to get an understanding that you are stepping away from the practical or the physical ramifications of what we think money is. And you're stepping into the spiritual connotation, because you're beginning to understand the I am money. When you begin to understand that I am money, you're getting ready to understand and look at the fact that every aspect of my being, everything in my consciousness that I walk, that I talk. And it is my intentions that in these teachings in the weeks coming ahead, that when we finish with these teachings, you will be able to declare and decree without the blink of an eye that I am money, and understand what it means, understand how to operate in it, and understand how to manifest with it. And so that is our intentions. Today, I want to talk about removing money blocks, because if we're going to have a money manifestation mindset, then we've got to make sure that there's no hindrances, that there's no blocks that's going to keep us from being able to manifest and begin to have that mindset. Because if we don't remove the money blocks, it will begin to hinder us from being successful in our approach and in our endeavors. And so we're going to discuss today a little bit about removing the money block. Somebody may say, well, what is a money block? What do you mean a money block? I don't have any money blocks. I don't have any money blocks. I have a great relationship with money, and me and money are good, and I'm open to receiving all the money that I can have. But let us talk for a little while, if we can have a discussion. I want you to understand, and just follow me for a little while. Consciousness is the only currency. When you understand your consciousness, you begin to understand that consciousness is really the only currency that there is. And when you understand that statement, that consciousness is the only currency, you'll understand this statement as well. You are the coin of every realm. Oh God, I may be going a little too deep. I may have to bring this down a little bit. This may be a little too much light. They say all the time that if you shine too much light, it can blind you. And so I may have to dim it down a little bit. This may be a little bit too much, probably a little bit too profound for some, but understand, consciousness is the only currency. And so when we talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and all these different kinds of currency, it doesn't matter what they display it is on the physical realm. Understand, consciousness, my friend, is the only currency. When I look at the word money, MONEY, I look at the word money. I look at it from a numerological perspective. Those of you that know, I study the sciences of astrology, and I study the sciences of numerology. And you understand and know here that the money sign, the money, right, money, when you look at it from a numerological perspective, it equals the number 9. Those of you that were listening last week, we just got off of level 9. 9 is the number of completion. It is the number of fruition, bringing things full circle, bringing things to a culmination. But what you have to realize is that number 9s also prepare you for the new that is coming. It's an action protocol. It pushes you to make things happen. It pushes you to do. When a woman is 9 months pregnant, she pushes out the baby in the 9th month. Why? Because she's getting ready for the new beginning. And that's what money does. Money constantly circulates. See, when you get to the number 9 means full, it comes back to its original place. It's fully circulated. Money is designed to circulate. It's not designed to stay still. We'll get to that later on, and when we start talking about the ramifications and the byproducts of what money can do. But money is designed to circulate. Money is not designed to stay still. And so when we look at that from that perspective, it gives you the concept. Now, in numerology, in the Pythagorean system, the word money equals the number 9, which means full circle. It brings me full circle. It brings me to a place of completion. It gets me ready for the new beginning. It gets me ready for the new things that I'm about to encounter and the things that are going to be available to me. But in the Chaldean system, it equals the number 4, the word money. The number 4 has to do with foundation, stability. It has to do with structure. So here we look at the 2 concepts of money from the 2 numerological platforms, from the Chaldean and the Pythagorean. So on the Pythagorean, we're looking at it from a number 9 perspective, but on the Chaldean, we're looking at it from a number 4, which means money gives us foundation. It gives us structure. It gives us the ability to have multiple streams. When I look at the number 4, I always look at multiple streams, north, south, east, west, right? Multiple streams. Now, what I found very interesting is that the Bible, yes, the Bible, the ancient scripture says in Ecclesiastes 10 and 19. You can write this down and check it yourself. I don't know what it says in your Bible, but the Bible I just looked at, it says this: money answereth all things. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Well, it tells me here in the Bible that money is the answer to all things. So you mean to tell me that all the questions that I have, all the things that I need answered, you telling me that money is the answer? Yes, money is the answer to all things. All things. Money can be looked at in the spiritual context, is often viewed as a form of energy. And it can be used for various purposes. It is believed that it's neither good nor bad, but it reflects its intentions and desires based on its user. And so based on how you use money, do you use money to manipulate people? Do you use money to help people? Do you use money to increase, to expand? Do you use money to destroy and separate and tear down? So how you use money will determine the effects of the good or bad intention, right? Money is energy. Energy is designed to flow. Energy is not supposed to be stagnated. It's designed to flow. Money is also classified as a means of exchange, and it's seen as something, I would say, facilitating the sharing of goods, services, talents. It's seen as a tool for exchange, a means of exchange. And in the spiritual context, we're using this to look at the exchanging of the means of exchange, which would have to clarify and put us in a position to understand how we can utilize money on a spiritual level. Now, listen, we got to remove the money blocks first, because in order for you to fully understand the concept of money and what money is, everything we do starts from the inside out. Starts from the inside out. I've always, me too, growing up, I always believed that going after money was an outward appearance. You know, you get 2 jobs, you rob Peter to pay Paul, you rob Paul to pay Peter, you do all of this stuff, but you never really get nowhere. And so when you understand that money is really spiritual, and that if you can tap into it on the spiritual realm and really get an understanding of what it is, that's why I had you type I am money, because you can only magnetize what you are. So anybody listening to this and you see the title, Money, Manifestation, Mindset, in order for you to manifest money, you have to become money. You will never get out of life what you want. You will only get out of life what you are. I'm going to say that again. You will never get out of life what you want, as long as you want money, as long as you want more money. I want money for this. I need money for this. I want money for this. As long as you want, you will never get. You will only get out of life what you become. You have to become money. And once you become money, then money will begin to manifest and magnetize to you. And it is my intention in the weeks ahead of us that we will learn the tools, the precepts, the concepts. We will learn the truths that can show us and assist us on how to become money. Money has often been seen as a physical manifestation of energy that we invest in our work. The more positive energy and effort we put into our work, the more money we are likely to make. I've always believed that it's better to work smarter than harder, right? Right, smarter than harder, which means that a lot of us are hard workers, but we're not smart workers. And so a lot of us don't have systems. Systems, the word systems, right? SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, and money. That's what a system does. I'm jumping ahead of the court. How they say it? I'm jumping ahead of the cart. The horse is jumping ahead of the cart. We're going to get into that in the weeks coming ahead. But systems, the word system, SYSTEM, stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. When we start talking about systems and strategizing and the schematics, right? Money is also a symbol of abundance, right? Money can symbolize abundance in our lives, not only in the terms of wealth, but also in love, happiness, and health. Now, I'll tell you this. I don't care what you're going through in life. I don't care how bad it is in life. When you got a few dollars in your pocket, it makes whatever you're going through a little better. And I believe everybody has that testimony. When you have money in your pocket, and you don't have no bills, you don't owe anybody nothing, you have a little supply, a little surplus that you have, and you have an overflow, or you have an abundance of funds that are available to you. No matter what you're going through in life, it sustains it. Why? Because money answers all things. Money is a defense. We've seen that in the O.J. Simpson case when O.J. Simpson was going to court for the alleged murders that he committed because he was financially wealthy. We can see money was a defense. He was able to hire the best defense lawyers in town, the Johnny Cochrans and the Kardashian and all of these big lawyers that he hired, that was able to show that money can be a defense to protect you as well. Money also symbolizes freedom. Freedom, which one can pursue with their passions and helping others, making choices that align with their spiritual values. But when you have money, it gives you freedom. It gives you time. It gives you time because I have money coming in. I'm wealthy. Now, I say this. My definition of wealthy is one who can finance their own dreams. That's my definition of wealthy. To be rich means to have money. You have money. But to be wealthy is to be able to finance one's dreams. That's my definition of wealthy. Now, money is also looked upon as a tool for personal growth. Earning, managing money, the spiritual journey, teaching the values, gratitude, responsibility, generosity. Those are the things that money can help us with on a personal growth level. And remember, we're starting on the spiritual side, and then we're going to get into all the other stuff that everybody's, I know, is hoping for. All right? I want to ask you a question. What is your financial psychology? What is your financial psychology? As we explore the beliefs and thought patterns that have shaped our relationship with money, right? Are there any limiting beliefs that hinder your ability to receive and experience financial abundance? See, when we talk about removing the money blocks, there's so many. There may be money blocks in our minds. We don't even know we have them because they have become so accustomed to our thought patterns and how we think and how we operate. So you don't even realize that how many people on this listening to this teaching really can see themselves being millionaires. Because if you can't see yourself becoming a millionaire or having that kind of money, there could be an issue with that. Maybe because when you were younger, your mother told you that you weren't good enough, or we can't afford that. We grow up poor, we grow up broke, so we always had that poverty mindset. Now listen to this: poverty, poverty, and prosperity are two sides of the same coin. Because you being poor is a mindset. You got to realize, listen to what I'm saying. You only get a life what you become. So anybody who's poor, they're poor because of their mindset. They can only attract what they are. That's why the great Reverend Ike always said, the best thing you can do to a poor person is don't be one. Why? Because when you poor, you can't help nobody. You can't help yourself. You can't help nobody. The best thing you can do to the poor is don't be one. Poverty is a mindset. It's a mindset. And so if you're able to remove whatever these money blocks, whatever these blocks that are blocking you from becoming I am money, those are the blocks that we have to remove. Because I want to be able to manifest who I really am. The events take place when I realize who I am. Things start happening in my life when I realize who I am. And see, let me tell you something, y'all. A lot of people in this world are fronting. They putting up a good show. They putting up the front. They capping, as the young folks say. They capping, which means that they're showing you things that are really not so. They're putting up the nice book cover to really show you that this is a great cover, this is a great thing. But when you open the book, it's empty. There's nothing going on. It looks good on Instagram. They got the nice, colorful pictures. They live in a beautiful house. But in real life, they're not really moving like that. We have to get away from what we see. We talked about this in level 5 of the mental resurrection, the laws of mental, the laws of the 9 levels of mental ascension. Level 5, we talked about being able to block out the 5 senses. You got to block out what you see, because you get caught up into the easiest way to manipulate somebody is with the 5 senses. By what they see, they taste, they touch. We go by that. We look at somebody and be like, oh my God, that person looks good. Oh, he has a nice suit. He's very handsome. She's beautiful. She's attractive. We go through everything on the 5 senses. But then when we really get connected to that person, we get in and we get connected with their minds, because that's all you are, is your mind. Everybody listening to me, you are a mind. That's all you are. After you get past the hips, the lips, and all of that stuff, you're your mind. And what's in your mind is who you are. And so you have to be very mindful of who you connect to. That's why we have to stop looking past the physical and really try the spirit by the spirit. And so when we talk about the financial psychology, what is your financial psychology? How can we have to be able to shape the relationship with money. Listen, money is designed to work for you. You're not designed to work for money. It is my intentions to put these teachings and these precepts and these concepts and these golden truths out there. But if you do not apply them, then it's your fault. If you fail to go within, you must learn to live without. You have to be able to establish a relationship with money. And we're going to be learning over the weeks of how to remove these limiting beliefs that hinder your ability to receive and experience financial abundance. Acknowledging these beliefs and will help us to understand that they are merely illusions that can be transformed. I talked about this in the mental resurrection. The only limitation you ever have in life is the limitation in your mind. And I'll say this, the only mental money block you will ever experience in life is the one in your mind. And it's an illusion because it doesn't exist. You put it there. And because you put it there, we have to, it's a direct indication that it can be removed. Raising the money rejection complex. How many of us have seen things and say, oh, you know, that's nice, but I can't afford that. Oh, that's nice, but I'll never be able to have one of those. Oh, that's a nice car, but I know I'll never be able to drive that. Oh, that's a nice house. I would never be able to have a house like that. Why? What's happening within you that's giving you this money rejection complex? How can you reject money? How could you reject the very thing that you are? Many individuals unknowingly carry a money rejection complex, which stems from deep-seated fears and insecurities. Remember, everything starts from within. This money rejection complex starts from within. We got to go within and find out why you are rejecting money. What is this money rejection complex that you have, that you are afraid to embrace money, that you are afraid to do and receive and open yourself up to receive large amounts of money, to make large amounts of money, to put yourself in the rooms and in the places of being connected? Now, I've always said this, you are a resume of your friends. And that's true. You are a resume of your friends, which means that those of you who are listening, we are money manifestation mindset, right? Currency, consciousness is our only currency. So what happens is, if I want to be a millionaire, if I want to be a person that makes $250,000 a year, if I want to be a person that makes $100,000 a year, I need to start hanging out with people that make $100,000 a year, and then I need to start hanging out with people that make $250,000 a year, and then I need to start hanging with people that make $1 million a year. Why? Because when you start connecting yourself with those people, remember, consciousness is the only currency. If you start hanging out with millionaires, you start talking like millionaires, you start walking like millionaires, you start thinking like millionaires, you start speaking like a millionaire. Why? Because that's all you connect with. Your mind is expanding. Your consciousness has expanded to that level because you are a resume of what you are connected to. It's impossible for you to be in friendship and connection with millionaires and spend time and time and time with them again, and you yourself not get connected or get entrusted into the millionaire status. Your mind changes. Your thoughts change. Your speech changes. Everything about you begins to change. It's time for us to release this money rejection complex and embrace a new mindset. Affirm to ourselves that we are worthy of wealth and prosperity, and let go of any guilt, shame, or unworthiness associated with money, and how to embrace the truth that abundance is your birthright. I want you to write that in the chat. Abundance is my birthright. Abundance is my birthright. Write that in the chat. Abundance is my birthright. To truly manifest abundance, we would have to begin to cultivate a prosperity consciousness. And this involves shifting our focus from lack to abundance and prosperity. The shift. Because remember, You can look with your eyes and see with your physical eyes and say, oh, that's a lack, there's not enough. But you can look for your spiritual eyes and begin to see that there's more than enough. You know, the one thing that I love about the money talk is this. In this world we live in this big whole world on earth, guess what? Money never leaves the earth. Money never leaves the earth. All the millionaires, billionaires, all this money that's on earth, it never leaves the earth. So what that means is all we have to do is start walking in I am money and begin to figure out ways of how to get that money that's on earth, that never leaves the earth, and how to get into the strategy, systematic way of bringing that money into our domain and into our possession, into our families, into our businesses, into our communities. Because money never leaves the earth. Money is designed to circulate. And if you have a block, money can't circulate. That's why we have to remove the money blocks so that money can begin to circulate to us and that we can circulate it and move it. Money is designed to move. Money is not supposed to be stagnated. It's designed to move. The shift will allow this shift that we make from lack to abundance will gives us the opportunity to embrace prosperity, but then also it gives us the ability to visualize, to go into the theaters of our mind, to write on the canvas of our imagination, and begin to visualize ourselves being surrounded by wealth, success, and limitless possibilities. There's many ways that we can do this. Through affirmations, through meditations, visualization techniques, reprogramming the subconscious mind to align with prosperity. Now, this is the real thing right here. The reprogramming, resurrection, mental resurrection. When you hear the word reprogramming, that's mental resurrection. That I was dead. My thoughts about money. I had the money complex. I had the rejection money complex. But now I'm mentally resurrection. I'm resurrecting my mind. I'm coming to a place now where I'm reprogramming my subconscious mind that I am money, and that there is no scarcity, there's no lack in the world, in my world, and that there's always more than enough. And that money comes to me all the time, from the north, south, east, and the west. Money circulates to me all the time. There is no lack. There's always more than enough. When we look at the invisible barriers that have held us captive, you know, it's an invisible. It's almost like a cord. You know, and it's true, because there are these spiritual cords that must be cut. You know, when people are in a relationship with each other for a long time, and usually, you know, the woman will cut the cords. She will cut the cord of emotional. She will cut the cord of, you know, psychological. She checks out a long time. She's only there physically, but emotionally, psychologically, inspirationally, she has cut off already. She's cut off her heart. She's cut the cords already. So it's only a matter of time, because she's really just there on the physical. She's not even connected anymore like that. The same thing with us. Those invisible barriers have held us captive, preventing the free flow of abundance into our lives. And so I believe that we in these weeks becoming, we will get the keys to unlock the shackles that have bounded us from our financial freedom. We are not meant to live in lack. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. but rather experience the boundless prosperity that awaits us, our journey of financial abundance. These spiritual mind blocks are forged from our beliefs, our ancestral implants that have infiltrated our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, creating a distorted reality that hinders our connection with the limitless flow of abundance. So that's why it's very important to really look at your upbringing, your beliefs, because I tell you, everybody you engage with in life, you're engaging with their mind, how they think, not how they look, not how they smell, not what they have, not what they drive, their minds. Let this mind be in you. As a mind thinketh, so is he. And so there are a lot of patterns and blocks and things that are in our minds that are blocking us from experiencing the money, the finances, the abundance, the wealth, the success, the prosperity. I think that we must first unravel the threads of lack and scarcity that have woven themselves into the fabric of our being. And so, when we release the notion that money is a finite resource, for the universe is abundant beyond measure, we embrace the belief that there is more than enough and that our own prosperity does not diminish another's. We delve deep into the depths of our subconscious mind where these money blocks reside. Through introspection, through visualization, we unearth the hidden beliefs that have shaped our financial reality. We got to pull the weeds. We're in spring now, right? This is the time to remove the weeds because the grass is starting to come up. This is the time to start planting seeds. But you're removing the weeds because you're getting ready for summer, right? You're getting ready for things you're getting ready to put the seeds down to start planting, right? But we have to be able to unearth those hidden beliefs that have shaped our financial reality. And so we live in a world now where we watch the news. We see all of these people breaking into the malls and into the Apple store, stealing all this stuff, and into all of these luxury stores, Louis Vuitton and Gucci, and they stealing all of this stuff. They said, Reverend Ike says the lack of money is the root of all evil, right? But when he says the lack of money, understand this, consciousness is the only currency. We have a lack of consciousness pertaining to our currency. And so they're operating from a physical standpoint. They don't understand the laws of money. They don't understand that those that are breaking in, stealing those things are only temporary. Those things will not last. But once you understand who you are, and as I am money, and you operate in that, you will always have resources. You will always have more than enough because you are magnetizing who you are. You are magnetizing who you are. And as you shine your light of awareness upon them, they lose their power over you, and you can rewrite your financial story. You can rewrite your financial story. Let me say this. Everybody listen to me. If you didn't hear anything else I said, listen to this. Your mind is a bank. Listen to me and hear me good. Your mind is a bank. And all you need to do is learn how to get the money out of it. Your mind is a bank. And all you have to learn how to do is get the money out of it. As much money as you want to create, you can create it. There's an old story that a man said He took the money out of his pocket and put it in his brain. He bought books to study and everything. And in return, his brain generated the money that he could put back into his pockets. He took the money out of his pockets and bought books and courses and studies and all of that to put into his brain that could show him how to become a money magnet and make money. And then his brain then, in return, created the money for him so that he can put the money back in his pocket. As within, so without. As above, so below. So I think that when we get into this notion of removing the money blocks, we look at so many different variations. You know, one of the things that I like, I work very well with affirmations. I love affirmations, right? One of the affirmations that I like, it says, I am now activated by divine love and guided by divine power into my right work, which I perform in a perfect way for perfect pay. The divine plan of my life is now taking shape in definite, concrete experiences, leading to perfect health, happiness, success, and prosperity. I think that when we start moving and operating in our money consciousness, we will begin to start seeing that we are money and money is us. And I think the more you come into the concept of I am money, and like I said, we will get into more and more of what that really means on so many different levels. But I believe that the more you come into the concept of I am money, the more you will realize how things pan out. Consciousness is your only reality. Before we can manifest money in the physical realm, we have to get a deeper understanding of money in the spiritual realm. And so for this week, I want you to focus on these questions I want to ask you. What is your financial psychology? Do you have a money rejection complex? Do you push money away from you? Do you feel like you deserve money? Do you feel like you deserve money? What role does money play in your life? What role does money play? How important is money to you? How important is money to you? What role does money play in your life? I now move from a poverty mindset to a prosperity mindset. Remember, poverty and prosperity are two sides to the same coin. I shift from a poverty mindset to a prosperity mindset. What's your financial psychology? What is it? We've got to be able to remove the rejection complex. We've got to be able to remove it. One of the things I love, Deepak Chopra, right? Deepak Chopra, he's put out a book called The Metaphysics of Money, The Seven Laws of Abundance, right? And you should get it. It's a great read. And what I'll do is I'll probably go over it while in this teaching in the weeks. But I just wanted to look at the first law. In his teaching here on the metaphysics of money, the seven laws of abundance, he talks about law number one, which is the law of pure potentiality. And he says here that this law states that our essential nature is pure consciousness, infinite potential, and creativity. By connecting with our inner being and aligning with a field of pure potentiality, we can tap into the limitless abundance that exists within us and in the universe. When we cultivate a sense of inner abundance, it naturally reflects in our external financial reality. I think that's phenomenal. This is a very good book. I would definitely recommend that you get it. Once again, it's called The Metaphysics of Money, The Seven Laws of Abundance by Deepak Chopra. Everybody knows he's one of the big spiritual gurus of our time. Somebody who's wrote many different books, and he's definitely somebody who's been solidified, definitely a pioneer in the spiritual genre, and somebody who's definitely I look at his work and study it. And so the law of pure potentiality, when we cultivate a sense of inner abundance, remember, as within, so without. When you cultivate, now that word cultivate means that we talk about cultivating the land, right? Which means we got to pull out the negative thoughts, remove the money blocks. We got to be able to remove the things that are hindering us from cultivating a sense of inner abundance. We got to have that inner abundance, he says here, because it naturally reflects in our external financial reality. So if you are not experiencing the financial reality that you want at this present time, it is a direct indication that you need to cultivate your inner abundance. There could be some money blocks that are hindering you. It could be your financial psychology. It could be that you have a money rejection complex. These are the things I want you to take a look at this week and really work with, because these are the foundational steps that we need to take in order to be money manifestation mindset ready. These are the things that we need to make sure that we have, and that we are in alignment. That we are in alignment. Each of us is a magnet. And as a magnet, you do not have to force success or prosperity to yourself. Instead, you can develop that exalted, expectant, prosperous state of mind that is a magnet for all good things to the universe to hasten to you, rather than entertaining the tense, critical, anxious, depressed, unforgiving, possessive state of mind that is a magnet for all kinds of trouble and failure. Each of us is a magnet. You can only magnetize what you are. You can only magnetize what you are. You can only magnetize what you are. What is your financial psychology? Do you have any money rejection complexes? Do you feel like you deserve money? What role does money play in your life? What role does it play? What role does money play in your life? How important is money to you? I was looking at a site, and one of the gentlemen put out his list of rules of money. I'll read these. because these are things that we will get into in depthly and take a deep dive into. It says first, pay yourself first. Number two, learn how to invest. Number three, don't be a hater of it. Number four, give every dollar a job. That's profound right there, because money is designed to work for you. You're not supposed to work for money. Spend less time, spend less than what you earn. Don't be a slave to money. Keep your finances organized. It's a game. Learn how it works. Always have an emergency fund. Always make money work for you. Learn how to make more money passively. Use it to solve problems. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. The rules of money. I believe that we are entering one of the greatest times of our lives. I'm absolutely excited about it. I'm not afraid. A lot of people are afraid and upset and, looking at the news and all the stuff that's going on. And hey, when you are creating your own reality and you are becoming the person that you were supposed to be, you're walking in your purpose and your destiny, you don't have time to worry about what everybody else is doing. When you're focused on your business and your life, you don't have the time to worry about anybody else. And so I think it's imperative that we start moving in the right direction on this journey to become money manifestation mindset creators. I hope that this teaching really was able to help some of you today. I don't want to hold you too long. We're going to continue next week and pick up. Listen, if this message has been anywhere that was good to you, it was able to expand your consciousness, it was able to stretch your consciousness out and really make you think about some things and realize that maybe, yes, I do have some money blocks that I need to work on, and I do have a money rejection complex, and I really need to define what is my financial psychology, right? I want you to share this with some of your friends, with your family. Let them know that we're starting our money manifestation mindset. Everybody needs to be on this. I think that this is going to be a game changer. I think that these teachings will allow us to move and to grow in so many different facets of our lives. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of this great Sunday of resurrection, of Easter, and time with family to listen in on this talk. All right, so we're going to real quickly, those of you that want to sow into this ministry, that wants to donate into this ministry, we are working with the $26 seed, and there are three ways that you can give it. You can actually four ways. You can do Cash App, right? Our Cash App is going to be $TOESC, $TOESC, $26. That's what we're asking for. Some may say, you know what, this is a great teaching. You really set me free today. You really helped me to really get an idea, to really identify that I do have an issue. You allow me to identify the money blocks that I do have. And because I can identify them, I can now remove them, right? If you want to give more than $26, it's up to you. We're just asking for $26 because 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8. We're operating with the number 8, which is the number of manifestation, which is the number of prosperity, which is the number of financial abundance. And so we're operating on that. You can also, once again, our Cash App is $TOESC. Also, all of our giving options are also in the description of our YouTube page. We also have Venmo. We also have PayPal and Zelle, which are going to be our email. Both of those are info, INFO, at TOESC.org. So our email, info@toesc.org, is good for Zelle or PayPal. If you want to do Venmo, those of you that want to do Venmo, it's going to be Issachar Bey, ISSACHARBEY @gmail.com. That's the email for Venmo. I want to thank all of you for your donations. I want to thank all of you for your seeds that you sow, for your seed sowing and helping us financially. So we are forever grateful because of that. And I want to continue to thank you guys. Listen, we are moving in a great direction. We need to get as many people on this teaching as possible. Why? Because I believe that these teachings will free us and will captivate us, and will not captivate us, but begin to unleash the freedom, the financial realities that we've all wanted to experience, the financial realities that we've all wanted to expand and move into. You know, I found something very interesting too. I was, you know, I'm a numerology guy. Every word, I always look it up numerologically to see what it means. And so I'm working with some people to set up trust. That's something that I do, setting up trust where you can put your property, your house, you can put some stuff in trust. And when I looked at the word trust, numerologically, it came out to the number 8. And I thought that was so profound to me, because to think that what a trust does and what it can use for, and that the number 8 would be connected to the trust. And we look at people who are financially wealthy because of the trust, like the Rockefellers, you know, or the Kennedys, or you know, all of these billionaires and all of these people who have kind of paved the way in that area. So just something to think about. You know, when you start operating with a money consciousness, you start to see things that the average person don't see. You start to hear things that the average person don't hear. Your taste becomes different. You used to have a taste for this, now you have a taste for that. What you used to desire, you don't desire anymore. Your desires begin to change when you change your complex. You used to have a money rejection complex, but now you've been able to remove that block, and you will begin to remove the block of you feeling like you don't deserve money. So now things have changed. And so this is the direction that we're going in. I don't want to keep prolonging, because I can go a whole nother hour on this, but we're going to join back up next Sunday, same time, every Sunday, same time, same place. Join us, lock in, meet us here, beat us there. So I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Once again, enjoy your family, enjoy your day. And as we get ready to move into this Mercury retrograde, those of you that want to schedule a consultation, you can click on the link below and schedule that. We are available to help you, and we're here to help those that want to progress and move forward in life. Thank you so much. I like to say this one thing: your destiny is not a matter of chance; it's a matter of choice. And I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.